morning. It's Saturday, October 9th. So I guess I'm gonna keep recording. I guess I'll keep recording. Because I that's something that I've been trying to figure out if I'm gonna keep doing. I had a dream. I don't remember the dream because it meant something. I went back to sleep after I woke up from the dream. But I can't say that it was still the same thing as the last one, where I was in a helping role, still helping people, and there was still this feeling of like, this is where I'm supposed to be. So that's how I woke up. That's how I woke up. Yeah. A couple things. One, I'm noticing that I'm getting pain in my arms again. And I'm not typing as much. I am writing a lot more, but it's the same like here. So I know I'm getting to the max point of what I can manage with work, and it's not full-time work. Like it's not full-time work. Like I'm slowly, it's like gradually increasing. Like yesterday I had like five or six new clients. I had a new client today. And fortunately, it's like, you know what it feels like? It feels like the universe is working with me. That's what it feels like. It feels like the universe knows, like, okay, because I had more clients scheduled and a few canceled. And so it's like the universe just kind of knows, like, hey, this is a little too much. We're gonna cut it off so that you can kind of catch up. So I'm noticing that. I'm noticing more of the pain on my shoulders, and it's prompting me to rest, right? It's just prompting me to rest, and then I feel a little bit better, like after I go for a walk, or after I which I'll probably do right now. I'll probably just head out and go for a walk and then come back to do my notes from yesterday's, because that's what ended up happening. So I work until, my last client is at 7, so I work until 8. My day usually starts at 11. For some clients, I am making an exception to see them like an hour early, so I just have a bigger break in between the day. So I have like a 2 to 3 hour break in between the day, and I'm only really working 3 full days and then 3 hours on Saturday morning. And it's clear that that's enough in terms of how my body is reacting. Like, that's just as much as I can manage. And I'm not even doing, like, it doesn't feel, the thing is that the sessions are great. It's the paperwork, really. Like, if I didn't have to do the paperwork, I'd be fine, because then I can go and take a break. So it's really the paperwork that's like the trigger, really. And so I'm noticing that. And so I'm trying to make sure I stay balanced in that I don't do what I did last night, which was trying to stay up after 8 to try to do all the notes, because it didn't happen. I just ended up falling asleep. So I don't even know why I tried. And the thing is that I tried to stay up to do it, and it doesn't work. It's like, when are you gonna get it in your head? It doesn't work. And so that's what's causing me to forget my dreams. And I noticed that it's causing me to like bite down on my teeth as well. So it triggered in me this whole reminder, right, of how to listen to your body. How to listen to your body when you're getting to that point of like, okay, you need to change your coping strategy, take a notch back, do something else, right, to feel a little bit better. Because if you don't listen to your body, this is all energy, right? I'm receiving this energy from these people that are hurting. Maybe I should do like energy clearing. that's actually a good idea. And so now I'm wondering, is this, if I didn't have this before I started working, I wonder if this is, I don't know what it is. It's just energy that I'm clearly tapping into, or it's energy that I'm experiencing that I need to like get rid of. But that's what stress is. And I was thinking about it as I was getting ready this morning. Stress in essence is energy that's trapped inside, right? You don't see it, but your body taps into it. And that's why you end up with all these heart issues and stomach issues, and it's this stress is the silent killer, if you will, because you can't see it, right? You can't see energy that's trapped. And so if you just keep operating under that same format, your body's going to manifest it through illness, right? And this whole week that was the focus of the week, was because I did a lot of assessments. So I did a lot of psycho ed in this first session, was letting them know, right? Trauma, effects of trauma, how our bodies manifest it afterwards, how it's trying to realign itself, how it's unbalanced, right? From this moment of chaos into this moment of control, and trying to balance that. And so for people who don't deal with the underlying issues or stressors, it's just energy that's being bottled up within you that needs to come out. And if it's not addressed, it's going to come out or play out in ways that are not helpful. And so anyway, all that was triggered for me this morning as I'm feeling the sensation in my arms. And it's not to the point of where it's like not manageable, because I can go for a walk and then I'll feel great, and then I come back and I can keep working, or I'll dance and then I can do some work, and I can take my work in the living room and just put a movie in the background and then, do some work. So it's manageable. What I know is that I can't really push myself beyond what I'm doing now, right? I can take on a few more clients and just kind of keep the flow going, but I can't go back to working full time in that manner, in the same way that I was before. So there's that piece that I wanted to share about stress and just how it plays out in your body, because that was a big thing this week. The other thing that came to mind, so apparently, baseball is occurring. I don't watch regular TV, so I don't really know. So, from the many people in my past, someone reached out. And this person, I was a little surprised. Because again, I don't have this expectation that people are going to keep coming back from the past, but they are. And so anyway, this particular person from my past reached out, and he's just like, hey, the Giants are playing the Dodgers in the playoffs. Are you rooting for the Giants? I am. And so it took me by surprise. I was like, okay. But I was working, so I didn't really respond right away. And then afterwards, I responded. I was joking, and I don't really go to the games. I don't watch it. I was more involved before. I was more in that world, simply because by association, really. Because my ex is very much into baseball and stuff, and of course he's rooting for the Dodgers, and a lot of people from my past are rooting for the Dodgers. So it's just funny that I got this text, because I just started off as like, oh, okay, you're playing, okay. And I consider this to now be my home. Like I'm determined to stay here because I love it here. And I want to travel still. I'm going to travel. I know I will. But I want this to be my home. I love it here. And so I was like, well, maybe I should start becoming accustomed to taking part in the city's festivities, if you will. and baseball's a big one. So, so I responded. I was just like, yeah, and the Bitmojis, you can change like your outfit and stuff. So I played with that. I hadn't played with it in a while, so I was like, oh, I sent him. I'm wearing the Giants outfit, right? And then it prompts me to also send it to my ex, because I was in this small group chat with him and some of his cousins, and I guess the score was like 0-2 when I checked it, and so I'm wearing that outfit, and in the group text I put, I guess you can pick the emoji or whatever, and it says sorry. So I'm like, sorry, because we're winning. He got upset. They got upset at me. How could you? How dare you? And then my ex actually this morning, he sends me a text. He's just like, when you get a chance, I'd like to talk to you. So I was just like, oh dang it, I knew. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get scolded. Sure enough, like, I texted him. I was like, I have a client this morning, but I'm gonna call you when we're done. So I call him, and then he's just like, what did we learn? So I was just like, I'm like that. I can't joke around about it yet. It was so much fun. It was just fun to connect. We were just laughing, and he's like, never, you never do that. Just being playful. And so, anyways, so it's nice to have this connection with people from my past, people that would trigger me to a certain degree, and so when I got this text from this other person that I didn't expect to get a text from, that was what was on my mind. I'm like, how am I gonna respond to this, right? I was just surprised, really, and then realizing like, oh, like there's no like expectation, there's no emotion connected to this anymore, and in the same manner, and so I was just playful back, and that was nice. That was really nice. So yeah, just thinking about the city, and I'm still thinking about ways that I can just connect a little bit more. As soon as I get this comfortable flow and schedule for myself with work, and then still trying to find a way to help the community. Really, like I want to help the community. I just want to. So anyway, I went to, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday morning when I got back from the coffee run, because I went to go drop off the movie. I was coming back, and so on the corner of Folsom and 22nd, there's this building, and it looks like it could have been a store, and there's definitely apartments on the top. And my cousin told me about this particular building, that some people think it's like haunted, some people think it's like cursed, because it continues to get vandalized. And I guess anyone who's tried to like open up something, it continues to get vandalized. A couple days ago, last week, I was walking by and I saw someone trying to paint over the tagging that was occurring. And I saw him, and he just kind of looked like kind of hoping, like, hopefully this paint job will last. Really was the feeling that I got. And as I walked by it, I was just like, oh, like, let's see what happens. Sure enough, it got tagged on. And I have to admit and say that whoever tagged on the corner of Folsom and 22nd Street, wow. There's artistic talent there. There's so much talent there. And it made me think, and it made me wonder, how great would it be if someone would step into their power as a healer. and realize what gift they can share with this community. By being proactive in connecting with these kids who have this artistic ability, who are just wanting to be seen and wanting to be heard, right? And find a way to like work with the city and collaborate with these kids. So not to exclude them, but to include them in the creation of a mural on this corner of Folsom and 22nd Street. And you know, put like signs there and to speak to the kids and or whoever's doing this art, right? And collaborating with them to create something together so that this cornered building can thrive, can open up and be some type of shop with this beautiful art around it, right? Instead of this push and pull of painting over, you know, the tagging, if you will, and these artists, because that's who they are, really, you know, these are kids with this artistic ability just trying to find a way and to make themselves seen, right? And then they're putting their mark on it, right? I mean, how great would it be if there were someone who can connect with these kids, who is familiar with what they're going through and the challenges of having this energy within them that just needs to be channeled, in a way where they can be seen, where they can be heard, in a way where it promotes community and appreciation for the gifts and the talents that have yet to be developed in these kids. How great would that be if someone were to step into their power as a healer and do something like this? That's what I was thinking of as I walked down the corner of 22nd and Folsom in the Mission District. That's what I thought. I wish it could be me, but I didn't grow up that way. And I'm not a muralist. I'm not, you know, that's just not my area of expertise, if you will. But I thought about that. I thought about, wouldn't that be great to have someone in the community with that, with those gifts, right? That talent, and help shine a light for these kids in that manner. That's what I thought of. You know, for the community, really, for the people, really, right? To help the people of this community have a voice, especially the kids, you know? That's what I thought of. Alright, 7:53. Haven't had breakfast. Need to get my ginger chew, go for a walk, and then come back into this paperwork. Yeah. Alright. Take care. Bye. Hi. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node. design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is, great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best.